Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to Football Worldwide and to the first of many and new editions of Team of the Week. With my co-host, as always, the beautiful Bruno. How are you, beautiful?
I am fantastic. I am excited. This is a segment which has been a while in the making. We want to dot our I's, cross our T's, and it is finally here. So let's give a quick rundown. Team of the week. Well,
Yeah.
it's similar to Team of the Week when it comes to FIFA or, general articles that rate the best players from each of the leagues. But what we're doing here is we're creating our own team. And what Jonathan and myself will do, and any other guests, we'll pick a specific formation before we come to air. We'll come up with our team. We'll discuss, and then together we will build our team of the week based on our arguments we present and put forward. But we will also have some rules. So because there are 98 teams we're covering across Europe's top 5 leagues. We're going to put in place a couple of rules, and the first being you can only pick one player from the same team. So Jonathan can only pick one player from the same team. Let's say Manchester United, he picks Ronaldo. I can also pick Ronaldo. I can pick Bruno Fernandes, whatever. But when we build our collective team, well, we can use two players from the same team if our arguments are good. Maybe they're not good enough. And, anything's possible. So I was stumped a bit this week because there were a couple of amazing fixtures. Bayern Munich 7-0, and you just want to put the whole Bayern Munich team in there. So we did agree and we did disagree on a couple of positions. But, guys, this is our chance to throw it to you as well. I'm sure everyone's got their fan favorites and who they like and who they don't like. So let us know in the comments what you think should go, who you think should be in, who shouldn't be in, who should be the captain of this team of the week, who do you think should be leading it. But as always, like and subscribe to keep up to date with all of Football Worldwide's content. Jonathan, I'm just going to give them a quick run through of what Football Worldwide cover now, because this list keeps growing. It keeps growing. We've got everything EPL hosted by Mo. We've got Serie A Roundtable hosted by Anthony, but he gets an amazing group of guests every week. So it's always phenomenal to keep an eye on that show. European Weekly Catch-Up, well, it's us two talking the same stuff every week. Top 5 leagues. That way. Yeah, that way. That was you've got Team of the Week now, where we will be covering this weekly. Champions League show, which you saw the first one we did last week, and we will continue to do at the end of each Champions League match day. Tim and Owen, well, they run the conversation starter, which is a beautiful break away from talking fixtures, results, and all of that. So that's fantastic, and there's a lot more coming. So I'm not going to drop any hints. I'm not going to drop any news yet, but there is a lot more coming. So without further ado, Jonathan, I think we'll go to your team first. As I bring it up, I want you to go through and explain to us why and who you've picked so far. So we'll start with the goalkeeper.
Guys, just as well, this team of the week is purely on the teams that are playing in their domestic leagues. We're not going to be talking into Champions League because obviously not all the teams are in it. So top 5 leagues, that's all we're going to be covering. For me, Castiles this week has to go in goals. Do you know why, Bruno? He stopped 6 on-target shots, made 6 saves. So in saying that, mate, I looked over all the goalkeepers, all the major ones that had big wins and all that. And to me, no one else. Moving forward into the back line. Oh, guys, by the way, this week Bruno and I decided on a 3-4-3 formation, but get back to us in regards to what formations we should be running each week. Next one, Thiago Silva, starting on the left side. This is just a pure centre-back position. You can pretty much mix any of these three up. Had a cracker game. Absolute steal for Chelsea on the weekend. Then you've got in the middle, and my captain for the week would be Milan Skriniar. Absolute Adonis. This guy was a machine for Inter Milan. Scored a goal, absolute beast. Kept them at bay, just everywhere. Next has to go to Koulibaly. this guy has gone back to his best form of what he was a couple of years ago, where he was looking at some of the biggest clubs around Europe, and he was fetching, by the look of it, $100 million price tag. Back to his best, scored a goal as well. By the way, the back three this week scored goals. How many of your centre backs actually score each week? Well, all of my back three did this week, so that's my argument for the back three. Next, on the left side, Alphonse Davies. Now, like Bruno mentioned earlier, you could have picked the whole Bayern Munich team, but our rules are stating we only can pick one. So I've gone Alphonse Davies, absolute beast, my favorite Canadian player. So good on him for doing it. Next, for Raul, let me get this right. Sorry, Vallecano. Sissi, absolute top performance. Got the penalty for his team. Got the assist for the third goal for Falcao. Great game. So, yeah, that's where he gets. Next, Declan Rice. Has to be in any team of the week this week. He was phenomenal against Manchester United this week. Had an absolute cracker game. And, yeah, just he's getting better and better with each team, with each game that goes on. I wouldn't be surprised if he moves to a bigger team anytime soon. Next, now this guy is a central midfielder, but I had to put him somewhere in the midfield. Aholuyu is how I think you pronounce him for Strasbourg. He had an amazing game for them. Got a goal, got an assist as well. So, yeah, definitely makes my team of the week. Scrolling up to my front three, do I need to explain anything else? Mane scoring his 100th goal for Liverpool this week. And, mate, just week in, week out, he should be in contention every week. So, good on him. Starting up the top, Haaland has to be. 2 goals on the weekend. That second one that he got, absolute perler right over the top. Kicked it while he was falling down as well into the bottom corner. So good on him. And look, it's the modern day GOAT himself. How can you not have Cristiano Ronaldo in your team of the week? So, no, good on him. And, yeah, that's my team of the week for this week, Bruno. What do you got to say about that, buddy?
Look, there'll be some strong comparisons between our team. We clearly watched the same games, but some people names were definitely hard to get by. Modern day GOAT. Oh, come on! I've seen your arguments. You don't. I've seen you say some stuff about him, and I'm sure people will be screen clipping this right here.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's for sure.
That is okay.
But yeah, definitely what we will do now is we will head into my team of the week, where I will cover who I think should be in the team of the week. So we will start up back, and Maximiano from Getafe, they held Barcelona to a 1-1 draw. Look, he stopped 5 out of 6 on target, Jonathan. And when you have a team like Barcelona in front of you, I'm sorry. The intimidation that Barcelona present, well, that's enough to scare a lot of goalkeepers. So he did perform extremely well. Thiago Silva, you hit the nail on the head when you discussed it. It was one of his best performances I have seen in his Chelsea jersey ever. Skriniar, I'm guaranteeing you this will not be the first or the last. This won't be the last time you see him in my team of the week. That's for sure. He had an absolute phenomenal performance against Bologna in their 6-1 victory. Ajer from Brentford. Look, he was fantastic in the defense, but when Brentford went down to 10 men against Wolves, he stepped up. Wolves did not have a shot on target, and you got to put it down to a great defender, and he just shone. And you won't see many Brentford players in the team of the week, but he definitely deserves to be in there. As we move to the midfield, well, we'll start with the one we had in common. Alphonse Davies for Bayern Munich. Well, they won 7-0. Like you said, you can't go past that. It was just something that, at the end of the day, he was one of the more critical performers in that team. I'm going to go to the other side of the field. Faraoni from Hellas Verona. Well, he was pivotal in their 3-2 defeat to the undefeated Roma. And when you go to Rome, when you face Rome, and a Jose Mourinho team, and you've just lost your manager, the odds are against you. And he managed to step up and actually take advantage of what was there. My two central midfielders, well, let me tell you, they're both from the French league. One is Blas. He's a midfielder, but he scored 2 for Nantes. And you know what? It was just a great performance in their 4-1 win over Agnes. And my second one, you would have heard me say it in the European Weekly Catch-Up. It's Pape Gouaye, who was just pivotal in Marseille's win over Rennes. He was just all over the shop. He controlled the play. He got his passes correct, and it was just something special there. We move to the front. Well, we've both got Mane. He scored his 100th goal for Liverpool, and it was one to always remember. That is definitely for sure. We move to the striker. I've got Ronaldo in my number 9 position. He was just there. He was just there the whole time. I think this is actually a glitch because I didn't mean to put Stindl in. But yeah, let's put Stindl in. Let's put Stindl in. I think we know who loses that position there. That is for sure. I don't know why I put Stindl in. I think this was from the week before where he scored 2 goals against Arminia Bielefeld. That is for sure. But that is my team of the week. So, Jonathan, before we move into noting down our arguments and putting one forward, we share a couple in common, and we probably should start with that there. Alphonse Davies, Mane, and Skriniar, and Thiago Silva. So that left side of the field, as well as Skriniar, we don't need a debate, which is quite warm to know I don't have to argue about everything. And look, I'll probably give you Ronaldo on the right-hand side up front because I included Stindl for some reason. This was my draft for last week's team of the week, which never went to air as well. So
if you're giving me Ronaldo on the right, I get Haaland at top as well. Cause
you get Haaland up top. That is definitely for sure. I got to give you that. I don't want to, but you got to concede defeat sometimes. But let's go back to the goalkeeper position. You put forward Castells. I put forward Maximian.
Mate, what can I say? What can I say? Look,
who did
Barcelona at the moment?
Did Wolfsburg get the win?
No, it was a 1-1 draw.
So he let a goal in.
Yeah.
As did Maximian.
So where you going? We're both on the same level.
Okay, they're both on that front.
Okay.
Who did Wolfsburg play against?
Wolfsburg played Frankfurt.
And where are Frankfurt sitting on the table? And can you name 5 Frankfurt players for me off the top of your head? Whereas if we
is Silva still there? All right, okay. I see where we're going. All right, I'll call it. I'll give you the goalkeeper. You can have Maximo.
So we've got Ager and Koulibaly for the final centre-back position. Look, when you sent me your team of the week, I didn't want to pick too many the same. And I was tossing up between Koulibaly and Ager. But I just feel Brentford were predicted to do nothing in the Premier League this year. And they've kept clean sheets against Arsenal. They were down a man against the Wolves, and you got to give the defense. They don't get credit all the time, but I just feel he did that. But at the same time, Koulibaly, it's Koulibaly.
Yeah, in saying that, though, he's got a reputation, and Asia, as you've said, you don't expect anyone from Brentford to be would ever be talking in a team of the week type thing. So
sympathy.
I'll give it to you only because this is football worldwide, and let Brentford in their first time for a long time in the Premier League. I'll give it to them.
All right, let's go to the right of the midfield. Faraoni against Aholu. Strasbourg, their midfielder, as well as Hellas Verona. They both had fantastic games, and I could make an argument for both of them. My argument's probably the same one against for Getafe's goalkeeper. It's the competition that Hellas
Yeah.
Verona were up against in Roma, and the fact that they lost their manager. I just feel plays a massive part. You need leaders when your team's crumbling, and he definitely led. But I didn't catch the Strasbourg game, so maybe you could give me a bit more of an insight for that one there.
In all seriousness, he had a top game. He won the penalty for his team. He actually got he got a goal and assist for Strasbourg, and he was just outstanding. He was, in all seriousness, I'd normally concede, especially him being out of position, but he had that good of a game that I had to put him in the team. So that's my argument.
All right, well, we'll give you that one because I really want the next one. We've got Declan Rice against Goyaye. I know Declan Rice is a phenomenal player, but at the end of the day, he was in a losing team. And you know what? He might be able to make amends in the Carabao Cup, which was your ones to watch, I believe, in the European Weekly Catch-Up episode
It was.
did recently. Yep. So that will probably be around the ground, sorry. But I just think Goyaye is going to be pivotal for Marseille. You know, whereas West Ham, are they title contenders? Are they Champions League contenders? Whereas, you know, Declan Rice's performance might get them into Europa. It just depends, especially with England being England. Whereas if Goyaye is solid, they will continuously get points. And at the moment, they're not too far behind PSG. I know it's only 6 match days, but it's very easy for a team like PSG to break away. But I'm not too sure, Jonathan. I'm not too sure on this one. I know.
I'm pretty 50-50 on this one too, to be honest, because Declan Rice in a losing team, mate, he was phenomenal. Against Manchester United, you know, look who he was up against. He was against Pogba. He was against Fernandes. He was, you know, who else was there? Was Matic playing? And, you know, he was just, no. Okay.
Look, how about this? We've got another centre mid position. If our arguments don't stack up, we can include both of these in the centre mids and just disregard Blas and Sis overall because it's the same position.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Right. I'll go that way.
We'll put all four forward. We'll put all four forward, and we'll see which two we pick. So Blas was phenomenal for Nantes. They walked away 4-1 winners. He did score 2 goals from a midfield position, which is pretty good. You got to give credit where credit is due, and that is definitely where it's due. At the same time, who are they playing? They're playing Agnes, you know, a newly promoted team. So is it reputable? Should he be expected to do so? I think so. But again, he played out of his skin. And you really, like I said, got to give credit where credit's due. And he stepped up when a lot of players would start to take the back seat. You know, he did score a 6-minute pen, which got Agnes on the back foot, but they hit back almost instantly 4 minutes later. The scores were 2-1. But that's my argument for him. He wasn't even man of the match in that fixture, according to some outlets. But I think he performed well.
No, and I'll pay that credit where credit's due. And I was just looking at those same stats, which is why I had my head down as you were going through that. And yeah, he played very well, actually, a lot better than I think you actually gave him credit for. But goal and assist. 78th minute assist. Goal. And 81st minute assist for Falcao. Now, mate, what do you do? You know what?
I look at it like this. I didn't pick Goyaye on the fact that he scored because I don't think he scored. He didn't score, that is. But he he controlled the tempo of the fixture, and at a team like Marseille where you've got Payet there as well, it's very hard to do so. So I feel sometimes it's not about the goals you score. You can do a lot off the ball. If there wasn't the one per team restriction, I probably would have had Kante in that midfield as well. For the simple fact is, as soon as he came on, their game did change effect really quick. But Silva's performance was over the top and absolutely phenomenal. So I don't know. I don't know. Do we take Declan out? Do we take Gueye out? I don't.
You know what? I'll now rehashing over what happened. I'll take Declan Rice out, and I think Blas for you and Sis for me in the centre mids.
So Gueye doesn't even make it.
Nah, yep.
Oh, mate, we just threw that one out.
I know.
Look, our front three is set: Mane, Haaland, and Ronaldo. Look, Ronaldo scored every single fixture he's played for Manchester United. He's got that big man presence in the box. Haaland, well, we know this isn't the last time he's going to appear in Team of the Week. That is for sure. And Mane, well, when Liverpool are dominating, Mane or Salah, one of them will generally appear in the Team of the Week because it's because of them Liverpool are in that position they're in. It was a pretty, easy affair today. That is for sure. Especially
I think for our first one, it was a lot. I think for our first one, it was a lot more tame than I expected it to be. But don't worry, guys, the shackles will be broken quite soon, I think, and we'll be getting into some heated arguments.
We'll be getting some personalities on here. We'll be getting some personalities on here who won't be afraid to speak their mind and will fight to the death for their player. But you would have seen on our European Weekly catch-up, Jonathan mentioned the introduction of a competition we'll be running. So we will be doing that every time we post a video for the next couple of weeks. And that is competition time, Jonathan.
Guys, just to take it away, these lovely hats that Bruno and I wear every episode, we love them. They're comfortable. They look good. We want to get our brand out there. We want you to represent us so that we can represent you. So we are going to be giving 5 of each. We're going to be giving a total of 10 hats away here, Bruno. More than what I actually think I want to be honest. But you know what? I'm a giving man. I love our fans. I love our support. So I'm doing this for you. Bruno, I'm making an executive call. This is my decision. 10 hats. Guys, I'm gonna put a post up in the next day or so. So make sure you jump on that for all the details. Bruno's losing it.
He said the shackles were coming off, guys. He's taking them off now. He's going crazy. Oh, he's dropping 10 hats. He's dropping them. Look, guys, we will be giving away merch. There will be 10 hats up for grabs apparently now. I thought we'll stick it at 5, but he's doubled it because he's excited because we're bringing you double the content this week. But look, guys, like, subscribe, as we always say. You just by liking and subscribing to our videos, you help us, and we're able to cater our videos towards you. Leave us a comment. Let us know. Did you agree with our team of the week? Who would you have put in? We can only watch so many fixtures. We're 2 men. So, guys, if you want to appear on Team of the Week as well, we're more than happy to take some of you on. That's for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
And if Jonathan's out of control again, he might even chuck a hat in. We'll see.
You know what? I'm in a pretty good mood. You know what? Why not? Let's get some fans on. Let's have a conversation. I'm going to do an Oprah. You get a hat. You get a hat. You get a hat. Everyone gets a hat. All right, guys. This is for our first episode of Team of the Week. Thanks for joining us. We've had a lot of fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Back. Our budget will be blown out if we do this every episode, guys.
Don't worry about the budget. I'll put my own money in. It's all good. Don't worry about it now.
All right, guys. Thank you always for jumping in with us. It's a pleasure. And catch us on the flip side.
Love you guys. Take care.